Gamers have defeated feminism. Guys, gaming studios are collapsing, and not just gaming studios, but entire companies that are outside of gaming are collapsing because of what gamers are doing. So, WB is the next company to experience massive drops in customer satisfaction and as well as facing numerous layoffs. The CEO of WB just resigned because of significant losses, specifically in the game department with games like, you know, Kill the Justice League and a variety of other things, other titles. Even Multiverse is now shutting down, which was supposed to be a Smash Brothers competitor. EA, their stock price just slipped 16%. They lost $5 billion in like a single day. This is massive. Gamers are not messing around. They have hands down defeated feminism, and they have these DEI woke companies running for the hills. BioWare, that dropped, Dragon Age the Veilguard, the company lost around 500 to 700 million dollars on that game, and now most of the people in that studio have been fired. EA lost 16% of its stock value. They own BioWare, and they're everyone is panicking right now. Sony is turning to people on Steam, PC gamers, and begging them to purchase their games, removing any PSN requirements. It is a nightmare right now for all of these companies that went woke. They are going broke, and gamers play to win. They did not know who the hell they were messing with. Today's video comes from Vara Dark. Her channel will be linked in the description of the video so that you can go check her out and support her. Watch to the end of the video to fully understand the implications of gamers having defeated feminism and woke culture in general. Don't forget to follow us on Rumble. You never really know what's going to happen on this platform, so go ahead and follow us over there. It's linked in the description of the video. And now let's just go ahead and jump right into the video after a message from Angry's Crypto Academy.
Warner Brothers Games has definitely been learning a lesson that gamers are sick and tired of live service slop, and they actually have to create high quality products to keep players entertained. And now we're finding out that Multiverses is shutting down just a few days after we heard that the Warner Brothers boss was leaving. But before I get into the topic, if you enjoy the content I create, check out the links in the description, join the community in my live streams, and consider supporting through Patreon or YouTube memberships. Now, I've been saying over the past couple of years that Warner Brothers Games was in a very rough place, especially after Kill the Justice League, because they really thought that that was going to bring in millions upon millions of players because of the Arkhamverse love and nostalgia and hype, and that didn't happen. And then with Multiverses, they really wanted to create a live service competitive title. They wanted a big esports scene around it. They wanted constant updates. They basically wanted it to be Marvel Rivals, but that did not happen. When they had first put it out in early access, people really liked it, and then they took down the servers for several months. They officially launched it, and people kind of gave up on it. There are other games that have come out. We just really didn't click with it, and as time had went on, the scores had continued to drop. If you take a just quick peek at the Steam storefront, the all reviews is at mostly positive still, but the recent reviews are mixed. They just have not been able to give people the high quality experience and all of the updates that they had initially promised. And sure, 4 seasons in a year is pretty good, but on the flip side, you need to be giving people the most amount of content possible. And they initially made it sound like there was going to be way, way more. But now we're finding out that, well, Multiverses is shutting down. So, after months of speculation about its future, Multiverses is set to go offline on May 30th, 2025, at the end of its next season. Officially launched on May 28th, 2024, Multiverses is a free-to-play online fighting game featuring popular characters from various Warner Brothers franchises, including DC, Looney Tunes, and many more. And this is just another AAA game that has flopped just in the past year, okay? Because we had X Defiant, which was supposed to be Ubisoft's Call of Duty killer. That completely failed. It did not resonate with gamers. Then we had by Warner Brothers Games, Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League, which lost them hundreds of millions of dollars. And then Multiverses, which also they just had faced a $100 million impairment charge because of. So over the past year, Warner Brothers Games has really really felt the sting of the live service rejection. And I'm fine with live service games if they're done very intentionally, if there is a lot of content, and if it just feels like that is the best course for a game survival. But companies are going all in on live service, and that's just not what people constantly want to see. That's not the type of game that people constantly want to play. So the free-to-play fighting game has failed to capture a strong player base, costing Warner Brothers upwards of $100 million by late 2024. So just with those two games alone, KTJL and Multiverses, they've lost over 300 million freaking dollars. This is why they are doing an Arkham Asylum remake, allegedly. Take it with a grain of salt. That's what my insiders say. That's the direction they want to head in, because they know it's going to sell. They know there is a lot of love and nostalgia there, but they apparently want to do that. I don't know what they're going to do with Multiverses, if they are going to try to reboot the game again like they previously had done between the early access and the full launch period, or if they are just going to abandon it completely. A lot of the times we're hearing that developers basically just want to reskin the game, and then they want to try to relaunch it with a slightly different monetization scheme. That could be what we see here. It just doesn't seem like Multiverses really hit the mark, and this is just days after hearing that the Warner Brothers game boss is leaving the company. David Haddad, the president of Warner Brothers Games, is leaving after the troubled launch of KTJL and, of course, Multiverses. In 2023, they saw big success with a game like Hogwarts Legacy, and they were really hoping that they were going to be able to carry that hype and all of that money made with Quidditch Champions and KTJL and Multiverses, but clearly that did not happen. And now, of course, they are getting absolutely roasted by gamers. Tried to give this game a chance. It had potential before shutting down Give Us Mods Back. This was also another major problem where they had removed the mods. This has got to be one of the biggest fumbles I've ever seen. If only the devs cared about the game instead of just filling it with fucking micro transactions. There are so many amazing games out there that are killed by pay to win or predatory monetization systems. It's like I always talk about Black Desert Online. I absolutely love the gameplay, true action combat. There are tons of different characters, lots of amazing skins, but it is pay to win. That is the case with a lot of Korean MMOs. It's very sad. The gameplay itself is amazing, and the character customization system is the best I have ever experienced in a game, but I can't recommend it to people because it's predatorily monetized. You have to swipe your credit card if you want an advantage in the game. With Marvel Rivals, they've done everything correctly. There is no pay to win, there's no stat boosts, there's no XP boosts. Yes, there are skins, and some of them are rather pricey. There are bundles for like $25 and $30 if you want the movie costumes, but you don't have to buy any of those. And only a month after launch, they were already releasing brand new characters and new maps, and that is really great, and the game is really well done. And also, if you look at something like Battle Pass, they don't expire after the season ends, so you can continue to level them up, which I just think is so superb, and that is how so many companies should do it. But when you have developers who either just don't really care about the game, or you have publishers who only care about making money, yeah, we end up with situations like this where a game has so much potential, but then it just is completely underutilized or improperly utilized, and then games die. Here are the mistakes made. First beta was abandoned, then a full year of silence and many fails in terms of communication. Huge hype at launch, but barely any updates. That means players left. Relaunch was worse than the beta. Game felt downgraded despite Unreal Engine upgrade claims. Major bugs, hitbox issues, balancing problems. Yeah, I didn't really try too much of it because I had like a lot of technical difficulties and it just wasn't worth it. I eventually figured I would actually go back to giving it a shot, but I did not end up doing that.
And guys, here's the thing. A lot of this has to do with the fact that they designed these games not for gamers, they designed them for the modern audience, and now they are paying the price for pandering to that modern audience. There's actually a video I just came across, and the video is actually quite interesting because it kind of outlines a bit further what's happening over at BioWare. BioWare has basically fired all of the woke activists that helped to develop Dragon Age: The Veilguard. Dragon Age: The Veilguard was a game that came out that was it took a game that was beloved by a community. It was basically a Dungeons and Dragons style game, and it turned it into a game that was focused not only on the LGBT community, but it was just absolutely terribly designed. It was so gross in its construction. And of course, I'm not saying anything bad about the LGBTQ community. What I'm saying is that this game was not even for people who are gay or lesbians. It was not for these people. Games like Life is Strange, which was very popular initially, that was a game that a lot of people who were gay, who were lesbian enjoyed, but most gay and lesbian people did not like this game. The people who were playing this game and into this game, and I've heard from quite a few of gay people who told me they don't like this game. This is not for them. They don't like this game. They don't like the new Life is Strange. They don't like any of these new woke pandering games because those original games, they had gay characters, but they were not centered so much about pushing a message. It was like for like two cute, like the original Life is Strange was like two cute girls going to get coffee, right? And obviously it has LGBTQ themes, but it was two cute girls going to get coffee, two cute girls, going to the bookstore and developing a relationship. And I mean, again, some people may or may not agree with that, but it didn't feel pushed. It felt very normal. It felt extremely platonic. It felt very, very personal. And again, it was two cute girls, and it was very popular with not just gay and lesbian people, but a general audience. And then they did Life is Strange too, and there were no more cute girls. Instead, you had these individuals who looked like Bebop and Rocksteady, just kind of making things weird. And it just did not sell very well. And that's basically the modern audience. It's not about gay. It's not about representation of gay people or lesbian people. It's about the modern audience and them pushing a certain agenda and celebrating themes like mental illness and degeneracy. These are people who have the Jezebel spirit within them. These are people who are not very good people. They are very awful people, and they are. I mean, I remember a sign from Trump supporters who were gay. There were some Trump supporters, two lesbians, and they were holding up a sign, and they were wearing MAGA hats, and the sign they were holding said, "We're gay, not stupid." And there you pretty much have it, because we can all see that what's going on in Western society today has nothing to do with it has nothing to do with who you love or who you want to be with, and everything to do with pushing an agenda and using people for that agenda, just like they did with African Americans, where they said that African Americans and people who are trans and all of and all of these other causes have always gone hand in hand. If you don't remember, like originally the African American community was never really deeply intertwined with LGBTQ causes, and society, companies, and these organizations basically pushed that ideology upon that community. And you can see things like Black History Month and all of these things that constantly bring up SLAVERY have it's created problems for African Americans. It has not made them feel more equal. It's constantly opening up old wounds and trying to make them believe that they are still suffering from SLAVERY, when the reality is that's something that happened hundreds of years ago, and it has nothing. I mean, if you want to say that African Americans are still going through things today, they still experience issues today, fine, you can say that, but don't say that it's because of stuff that happened 200 years ago. Those people are gone. Oh, it's a legacy thing, and it's America's always been like, no, 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 no. LeBron James, and forgive me if I'm wrong for saying this, but I remember hearing like LeBron James say something like, he's only allowed to go as high as they allow him to go, right? I think he was the one who said it. And again, if I'm wrong, forgive me. And I'm like, what? You're only allowed to go as high as they allow you to go? Only, and who is they? The people who control the country. And who are those people? The white people. The white people, okay. And bro, how high have you been allowed to go? I mean, they're still they're holding me back, bro. You're the highest paid NBA player, I think, in history. You're currently a billionaire. You're still playing. Your son is now in the NBA, and just to be clear, he's not a bad basketball player, but in terms of NBA standards, he's a freaking scrub. And you're crying about white privilege. Like, so you can see that the modern audience is just a group of people that are sticking, like, putting as much cash in their pockets, lining their pockets with as much cash as they can, while claiming that they're victims. So with Trump like tearing down DEI, I think he's going to get rid of Black History Month. It's going to be just American history going forward. I I think that a lot of those things are going to help the country to heal, but at the same time, you know, we're also moving towards a period where we're going to see a lot of economic hardship in Western society. There's going to be a lot more poverty, and you have to be, because there's not going to be no more free handouts, none of this stuff. A lot of women are going to face hardships because they've been living on easy mode for their entire lives, and now there's not the big daddy government is not going to be there anymore, bailing them out and giving them handouts. Men are 95% of men don't even want to go on dates anymore. 90% of men have completely opted out of dating and relationships. 95, and then there's another 5%. 95%, you know, like, there's another 5% that's like they don't even want to actually go on dates, but they're still doing it. It's in it's crazy. Most men are tired. Only around 5% of men today are still actively dating and want to be actively dating. Like, they're like, oh, everything is great because they're in the top 5%. So if you're in the top 5%, you feel great about everything. But for 95% of men are sick of dating. 90% of men have given up on it entirely. There's a 5% who are like, we don't want to do it. We're still trying, but we're getting sick and tired of it. And then there's another 5% who are in the top 5% of men that are basically getting access to all of the women. Which is why I keep on telling you guys that you shouldn't be focusing on relationships. You should be focusing on getting your money, because hard times are on the horizon, and the ATMs are going to stop working just like they did during the Greek collapse. The banks are going to chain up the doors. Don't forget what we went through back in 2020. You had long lines for days. You need to start protecting your wealth and safeguarding your future with crypto. We have the 25% tariffs that are coming into place, February 1st, the time of making this video. China, 25% on China, 25% on Mexico, 10% on China. Like, so the cost of things are going to go up while the value of the dollar is going to decrease. But because crypto is actually more like a tangible asset, it's similar to like stocks and bonds. you know it is not directly pegged to the United States dollar. It's going to appreciate in value as as the dollar continues to decline in value, just like things like real estate. Okay. Now, so this is and the thing is, real estate right now is overvalued, while real estate right now is overvalued, while crypto is based on supply, demand, and utility. So, go and check out Angry's Crypto Academy, because we'll tell you exactly which coins to invest in, and which coins will mint new millionaires, and how to spot potential coins to invest in. And we'll teach you how to buy, sell, and trade, and invest in crypto. So don't miss out on that. The academy is linked in the description of the video. If you want to learn about crypto, don't waste time, because hell on earth is coming, and you will easily get caught up in it. And I don't want to be out there. I don't want to be in Tent City, but some of y'all don't learn. Some of y'all, you got to learn the hard way. And then when you learn the hard way, you're going to be in there in Tent City, like, yeah, Uncle Henry, I'm in Tent City. And Tyrone, he put hands on me. I'm like, good. I don't care. And I can't even help you at that time. It's just like, basically, you're just talking to yourself. Like, you're talking to Uncle Angry in your head, because Uncle Angry isn't there. Uncle Angry is there chilling with his crypto, maybe overseas in Thailand, or maybe in Japan, just chilling and relaxing, and living his best life, simple life of luxury and comfort. And you're in Tent City, and Tyrone has mental issues, and he's struggling and everything, but he's king, just like Mufasa was king, just like Simba became king. Well, Tyrone is king of Tent City, so he has responsibilities. He has administration. He has the knights. Just like you have the Jedi Council. Tyrone sits at the top, and then you have his lieutenants. So you got Pep, you got Pancho, you got Enrique, you have Miguel. Miguel is a little bastard. I told you all about Miguel. All right, the sweet Hispanic boy that lives next. He looks like the sweet Hispanic boy that lives next door. They send Miguel out to go and trick you. All right, they send Miguel out to go and trick you. So you're stuck in Ted City, and this little sweet little Hispanic boy, he looks like the sweet little Hispanic boy that lives next door, comes and starts talking to you, asking you how you're doing and blah blah blah. Strike up a conversation like your friends. Maybe he offers you a cigarette. He's like, "Oh, I got a couple cigarettes. You want a cigarette, man?" You're like, "Oh, this guy's a nice guy." And he pats you on the back, walks away. Then he comes and looks for you again. And you're like, "Oh, this is my friend." That's not your friend. He wants something from you. He wants something from you. It could be something that you have. It could be your phone. It could be your shoes. It could be your body. Yes, yes, that too. It's going to be selling in there. But he wants something for you, or somebody wants something, and he's come to get it. So he's getting you comfortable, so that you let your guard down. And then once you've let your guard down, either they're gonna either his people are gonna step in Enrique, because Enrique no and you can't trust Enrique. Enrique has those sticky fingers. So once you've let your guard down because of Miguel, Enrique steps in and he just takes whatever you have. Or if what they want is you, then then they have other guys that are there, and they'll come and snatch you up when they'll all be, Miguel's like, "Oh, come with me, man, come with me, come with me." Like, they don't even need to snatch you up. They're like, "Come with me, come with me." So you trust Miguel, and he's like, "Oh, we're gonna go hang out with me familia." All right, you'll love them. He starts telling you a whole load of bull crap about his cousins and his family. And it's a load of BS. They're just trying to get you there, all right? So you go to this place and you think everything is cool. All of a sudden, you look behind you, Miguel is gone, and there's a bunch of brothers and Hispanic people chilling, and of course, there's like some white dudes in there too, because they want to get their scrape, and that's just about how it is, right? And they take what they want. They take what they want, and then when they're done, you're there crying. You're there crying. You don't know what happened. Your back got blown. Your back just got blown out like a couple dozen times, and you don't know where to start, because it's like 1 minute you were a virgin, the next minute you're now you've graduated, and it's hard on you as a man, because now that's something you're gonna have to live with for the rest of your life, and you don't know how to talk about that, because as men, things happen, when women are dealing with things, they have all of these resources, they have all of these places that they can turn to and talk and express what's happened. But you just got your back blown out. You don't have anyone to talk to. And you're in tent city at that, so you want to go take a shower. Your butt feels dirty, and you can't even go and wash your butt after all of this happens, because showers, water, there's restrictions in there, and it's hard. It's hard. It's hard, and it's like you didn't none of this had to happen, because if you had prepared in advance, you had crypto, you had taken care of yourself, you had planned ahead, you always had you had your passport renewed. A lot of y'all don't even have an active passport. Worst case scenario, you could have gone out of the country, went to another country, went to Mexico, went to Brazil, went to the Philippines, got a place over there cheap, $50, $100, you have a room, all right, and start rebuilding. Start day trading crypto, guys. Don't forget that we have the crypto day trading course in the description of the video. You should definitely check out the crypto day trading course, because with the crypto day trading course, it's called Crypto Day Trading Blueprint. With the Crypto Day Trading Blueprint, that's available for our bootcamp members over in Angry's Crypto Academy. We still have a little, and if we actually have a special discount for you guys. If you use any of the links in the description of the video right now, you will actually get a nice discount on our monthly membership, our paid membership, and our annual membership. Monthly membership, annual membership, and also our boot camp. Boot camp is for people who want like advanced lessons. They need someone to hold their hand, coaching, basically everything, constant support. We have it's incredible. That's on sale right now. Great deal over there. You can go check that out. If you use any of the links in the description to check out the academy, you'll get access to that. Get access to that. But that actually ends in just a few days, so you want to get on that. But in terms of the blueprints, in terms of the trading blueprint, and I'll tell you a little bit about that. It's crypto trading for dummies. That's what it's called. It's available in Angry's Crypto Academy, and with the blueprint, you'll learn how crypto day trading can help you earn daily profits, even starting small. And imagine making hundreds of dollars daily trading small amounts and working just an hour a day. And it's written so simple that even a fifth grader can do it. So when the banks collapse and the economy is in chaos, these skills are going to be your lifeline. You can go overseas, and you can start trading crypto overseas immediately, and you also have crypto, and so crypto's making you money. We also talk about things like staking in the crypto academy, which is basically you don't have to do anything. You can just stake your crypto, and basically when you stake your cryptocurrency, it's being used by the network so the network can operate, and you make profits from that. You're rewarded with more crypto. It's an incredible thing. It's like getting interest just for leaving your money in the bank. And you can click the link in the description of the video if you want to find any of those things that we just talked about here. But hell on earth is really coming. Everything is beginning to fall apart, and the people who are responsible for this are the Sims, modern women and Sims. They help to facilitate this, and of course, we know that women are not going to be. They're going to have a lot of hardship. They're going to be facing a lot of hardship because there's not going to be bailouts this time like there were in the past. They're not going to be able to just go and have someone subsidize their living like it was in the past. That's not happening. They're going to basically face a lot of consequences going forward. They said that, guys, we don't like you, we don't want you, we want the bear, and now they're going to have to go and hang out with Yogi and Boo Boo. But the thing is, like, they think Yogi and Boo Boo are going to share picnic baskets with them. What they don't understand is that they are the picnic baskets. So that's going to be that's going to be a major shift and a learning curve for them as well. Ask you something. When the banks collapse, and trust me, it's coming, will you be ready? Imagine waking up to ATMs that don't work, bank doors chained shut, and millions of people left with nothing. No cash, no access to their savings, and no way to survive. But it doesn't have to be that way for you. That's why I created Angry's Crypto Academy, to teach you everything you need to know about crypto so you can protect yourself and your family. You'll learn how to buy, sell, and even day trade crypto for a living. Plus, we alert you to new crypto trends so you can profit before everyone else even knows what's happening. Right now, I've just published an exclusive investment guide inside the Academy, and it's linked in the description below. In it, I reveal the one coin that could make you a millionaire. A coin so revolutionary, it could change everything. If you missed out on Bitcoin and Ethereum, this is your second chance. This isn't just about financial freedom, it's about survival. When the system collapses and everyone else is selling, you'll be the one buying, prepared to weather the storm and thrive while others struggle to survive. Don't wait. This knowledge isn't optional, it's critical. The link's in the description. Go check it out now.
Well, it looks like I never will get a chance to. Skins and cosmetics were mismanaged, skins were removed, downgraded rarity, false promises, competitive scene was DOA, no real tournaments, no prize pools, no proper ranks. I mean, this person lays it all out very well and in a very clear and concise way, and I don't have anything to disagree with. How did we get here? I can't believe you fumbled the easiest slam dunk of all time twice. Wow, this game had so much potential. I can't believe y'all dropped the ball this hard. And even just taking a quick peek at the SteamDB page, when it had originally came to Steam 2.5 years ago, 153,000 players. That is a hefty chunk of change. And yes, they had seen an uptick when the game had fully launched, because of course that 153,000 was during like the beta period, and then it had officially launched a little bit later in May 2024 to 114,000 people, which is still pretty good. But as you can see on the chart, after that, I mean, nobody was playing it. So a tiny bit of an uptick.
Now, something that's very interesting, guys, is Marvel Rivals. So Marvel Rivals is a game that has very beautiful characters. It has beautiful women in the game, and so like for example, the designs are absolutely gorgeous. These are designs that this is basically they more or less they essentially cater to the male gaze, right? And that's what they're and it's been very very successful. They've created character designs of curvy women, and they've really brought XC backs, if you want me to say it like that. And now, as a result, you can go on and you can look at like the sales for more Marvel, right? Not even I shouldn't say sales, but because it's a free game, but you can look at how many people are playing, and this game is not going anywhere. This game is 100% not going anywhere. We can look at the Steam charts, and when you look at the Steam charts, you can basically track all the sales. And for example, the most popular games are usually free to play games. Counter Strike is the number one game. There's over 1 million people playing it. It's always had that spot. There's DOTA 2, which was based on a mod for, I believe, World of Warcraft, or Warcraft 3, and then it was made into an actual game by Valve. They hired the lead designer for one of the lead designers for the mod, and then they were able to do this. They have PUBG Mobile, PUBG Battlegrounds, and and then of course we have Marvel Rivals sitting above Grand Theft Auto 4, and that should tell you a lot. That should tell you a ton about this game. This game is not going anywhere. There's nothing like this. There's nothing else like this out here. And then if we go down here and we want to see like how the game is performing, this is madness. The game has an all-time peak high of 644,000 players, and at the time of making and there was a 24-hour at the 24-hour peak. So in the last 24 hours, the highest number of people playing the game was 410,000. And even right now, at the time of recording this video, which is morning, there's 178,000 people playing. So most people are still in their beds, depending where you are. If you're on the East Coast or West Coast, it's still like 3 a.m. It's still like 4 a.m. around 4 a.m. in California. And then so on the East Coast, it'd be like not even it'd be like around 7 a.m. And there are already this many people playing this game. Almost 200,000 people are playing this game at between the hours of 3 a.m., 4 a.m., and 7 a.m. in the morning. This is crazy. These are psychotic, downright unbelievable numbers. But then you have games like Spider-Man, Marvel Spider-Man, which was just absolute woke slop. And they say trending games right now. Let's see how Spider-Man is actually performing. We showed you what the numbers for Marvel Rivals looks like. Even games like Pal World. Pal World, for example, has 99,000 people, almost 100,000 people playing it. It had it actually had 2 million. All right, so it had an all-time peak high, like 24-hour peak of 99 of almost 100,000 people. Right now, there's 98,000 people playing, 98,000 people, and and this game came out months ago. This game came out last year, came out a while ago, and it's doing like insane numbers still. And then let's look at Spider-Man. Let's look at Spider-Man that cost like $200 million to make. I think it was like 200 million. And how much and how many and look at the sales. This game was just released on January 30th, 2025. This game was released on January 30th, 2025, and these are what the and these are what the this is what it looks like. People playing it. It has an all-time peak high, and it achieved that 14 hours ago. This is ridiculous. So it's been out for just roughly 2 days now. It's going into its second day, and it's only achieved 24,000 players. And so the game is selling like crap. It is selling horribly, and at this moment, there's only 20,000 people playing. So it does have a solid. So that's actually a good. The people who are playing it, the modern audience people, are definitely enjoying it, but most people aren't playing it. Like 20,000 compared to PUBG, compared to what, like, was it like PUBG Mobile or anything else, or Marvel Rivals. It's 100% just not happening. It's 100% just not happening. I mean, there was a game called Farming Simulator, right? And Farming Simulator 25. And if we go to Farming Simulator 25, this is a game literally about driving a tractor and managing a farm. And this game at its peak had it cost like I think it was like 49 bucks, 50 bucks when it came out, 59 or 60. I think it was 50. And at its peak, it had 135,000 players. It came out on November 12th, 2024. It had a peak high in the last 24 hours of 35,000 players, and there's still 27,000 players playing it right now. This is not a AAA title. Let's be clear about that. This is not a AAA title. It's in the range of maybe a double A, if even that. And it did not cost a ton of money to develop. It's a simple simulator game. This game has had massive success, massive sales. I forget if it got any awards, and it still has more people. It has a higher 24-hour peak than Spider-Man. That's filled with all of the rainbow stuff and everything else. That's insane. That's absolutely insane. And I actually do have this. I did pick it up. I haven't really played it. Guys, don't forget I have over how many games do I have on Steam? How many do I talk about it so often and then I completely forget. On Steam, I have over 700 games. I have over 700 games. I was going to say 800. I have over 700 games on Steam, and I have over 300 on GOG. I have about 365. Okay, I'm wrong. It's 370 because I did buy a bunch. I did buy some more games recently. It was 365, and then I picked up Dino Crisis 1. I think it was Dino Crisis 1, Dino Crisis 2, because the bundle is available on GOG. They went back, they got it working because their thing is like older games, so I picked it up for like 17 bucks, and then I just decided to pick up the entire Resident Evil series also on GOG. I finally did it. It was like 20 bucks, and I got Resident Evil 1, Resident Evil 2, Resident Evil 3. So I get to play all of those originals, and I can play them on my PC, on my gaming laptop. And what's crazy is because like I can do a lot of gaming on the Mac right now. I have a MacBook 16-inch MacBook Pro, beautiful screen. It's this one uses an M processor. So, I have a PlayStation 5 controller that I use on this one. And if I want to just game, like there's a lot of games on Steam that are compatible, so I just play on this. And if there's something that I want to that only works on PC, then I'll grab my gaming laptop, which is brand new, has a 4070 GPU, and I'll load that up and I'll just play games over there. It's like a dream. It's like a dream as a guy, like no girlfriend, no responsibilities. My money is my money, and I don't have to worry about children or anything like that. Only Sims are out there telling you to sacrifice yourself for a woman, sacrifice yourself for society, for the so-called greater good. Basically, they just want to live off you and they want to eat off you and survive off you. And as men, we have to stop doing this type of nonsense. Like I said, one of the smartest things you could do is actually get into crypto day trading. We have crypto day trading for dummies, the blueprint, and you can check that out because that's one of the first steps to learning about crypto and making money every day. That's a skill that can save your life. Or just buying crypto and holding it and knowing which coins to hold. That's another thing. We have a thing called the trending crypto section, which actually where you can click on that in the academy and it'll actually tell you a bunch of the different coins that are available now that you should be looking at. And it also gives you analysis for risk. So like we'll tell you straight up like, hey, this coin looks like a damn scam. So it has like an extreme caution warning. But if it turns out to be valid, you can make a lot of money. How much should you invest? Only invest what you're willing to lose. All right. So like I would say 20 bucks. But it's such like it's at such a pricing point right now where you invest 20 bucks and it actually takes off. Just like for example, Pepe years ago, someone bought Pepe. That's a popular meme coin. They bought it for $27 during like the ICO, the initial sale of it, but the initial offering for it when it came out, and now their investment in 2025 is worth 64 or a little over $64 million, and that's after they sold like a little over $2 million worth of those coins. They turned a $27 investment into $64 million in just 4 years. So crypto, it's no game. There's a lot of people who are like, I'll never get into crypto. That's fine, little bro. You can chill with Tyrone in 10 City and get your back blown out. That's none of my business. If that's what you like, that's what you like. But that's on you, bro. That's on you, little bro. God be with you. God be with you, little bro. God be with you. What do you guys think? Gamers have defeated feminism and they are running for the hills. Let me know your thoughts and we'll talk about it in the comments. Like the video if you like it. Don't forget to subscribe. And if you like the video, share the video. And just remember that all roads lead to MWAM and walking away. And cheers.
Nothing says you care like crypto. Nothing can compare. Nothing says you care like crypto. Oh, nothing can compare to crypto.